I did an ancestry.com thing where you have to spit into a thing and then you get your test results as to where you are from. I was kind of hoping it would give me some good results. Good results meant like it would be nice if I were like 10% Moroccan, 10% Egyptian, 10% Australian, or just have all these like, it'd be really cool if I my background was from all over the world, but it's not. No, it's probably one of the most boringest ones that you could get. It's like 89% English and Northern European, which is a little bit disappointing because I thought that they'd separate the difference between Northern European and English. I didn't realize they'd kind of just lump it as one. Because I know that there's some sort of there's a Huguenot somewhere in one of my bloodlines, and yeah, I was kind of like would be interested to know what percentage of am I Huguenot, and well, it didn't really tell because it's kind of like North France and England counted as the same thing. So I could be quite I don't know, no idea. Um, and then it's also said that I'm 9% Scottish and um, and Northern Ireland. So basically, I'm like 97% English or UK-ish or whatever that means. Um, and then there's 3% from Norway, which is such. Oh, I got to sneeze again. Oh, I'm still a little bit ill. Still a little bit ill. So um, uh, but yeah, it's a little bit disappointing because um, it didn't really tell me anything other than I'm English, which is something I already know. Although it did say that specifically in England, the majority of my roots are from North Birmingham to Stafford, which is where my dad lives, and and South Birmingham to Malvern, Worcester, which is where my mum came from. So they got that right. My mum said she also had a granddad. Her dad was from Manchester, and yeah, Manchester was a sort of the next part on it in this more detailed version of it, um, which was something we already know. And then um, it goes even north after that, and they said that a lot of people came from Manchester had originally so come from Scotland or Northern Ireland. So I don't know. It was very accurate and right. That's what I found. I think that the best part of it, though, is that it connects you with all the potential fourth cousins. Although when it says fourth cousins, it says fourth to sixth cousins, and I have kind of an interesting tree because um, my dad's side is fairly straightforward, but my mum's side is there's a lot of orphans in my mum's side. So my mum's dad was he was put into an orphanage, but there was him and his two siblings who I don't know what's happened to them, but they yeah, he had two siblings from like his full parents from mother and father, but his mother also had. But this is my grand. This is yeah, my granny. My mum. No, it's my mum's dad's mum, so my great granny, yeah, she had 12 kids and she was a singer. So she put all her kids eventually into adoption. I think my granddad was one of the last ones she put in adoption. There was three of them that she kind of kept because she liked the father of them most. Um, but the other ones would just go into adoption. And there's 12 of them. So yeah, I could have loads of potential cousins there. And also my mum's dad married someone who's adopted. So yeah, there's quite a lot of. I think that was a butcher, which there's loads of butchers. So it's kind of quite a common name. So yeah, there's quite and there's a lot of things in my mum's background that I don't know. There's a few in my dad's I can trace that a bit better, but um, yeah, it's I don't know. I didn't really get like an amazing like, oh wow, I didn't find anything new basically, other than the ancestors, which is worth doing for that. You know, if you want to start building up your timeline and working out which of these cousins match or join in with you, it's quite a good idea. But yeah, I think if I were to, you know, get involved in it, I'd probably need some professional help to try and work out who my line actually is. And I'm probably related to a lot of people. Although my uncle was told by his dad, which is my granddad, he died when I was 6, that all his brothers and sisters were bad people. Like, I don't know, they would come for money. They would come wanting to beat him up for money and stuff, apparently. So he didn't like his brothers and sisters. So my uncle says that, you know, there's some people that you don't want to mix with. But then again, my uncle's got manic depression. And sometimes he gets paranoid and he thinks the whole neighborhood hates him and things like this. So, you know, did he say this? That yes, because it's the truth, that his dad's siblings are all terrible people who are homeless drug addicts. Is that the truth, or is it just something that someone with manic depression would say because they've got manic depression? Don't know.